Hello, I'm Martin Logan and welcome to the Irish in the UK. And I hope you've enjoyed watching Henry McGlade for the last half hour. Now, coming up on the show this week, we're at the Lancashire County Cricket Club, Manchester, for the Roscommon Association dinner dance. We'll be catching up with Frank O'Brien, the chairman of the Warrington Irish Club. And we'll be at the English Martyers Parish Centre in Manchester for a big fundraising event. So we hope you'll stay with us and enjoy the show. Now, over 30 years ago, the Roscommon Association was first formed in Manchester by the late Michael Butler, and over 700 people turned out on that occasion. Well, quite recently, the association celebrated their 30th anniversary, and we went along to meet some of the people that's been involved from the very first day.
When somebody goes by acting like a fool, I run to the door. Memories that never die, all alone I sit and cry. When I see the sunrise, every time my heart cries, I run to the door. Early in the twilight, even in the midnight, I run to the door. Every day's lonely and your memories only make me want you more.
Mary, a very special night for you, celebrating 30 years of the Roscommon Association. Of course, 30 years ago, you and your late husband Michael were the original founders.
That's right, Martin, and it doesn't seem 30 years ago. It's gone very quick, and I enjoy every function that we had so far, and tonight is a special night for us, so I hope everyone enjoys it.
Well, of course, that's the main thing, but going back 30 years, we can all remember being at Bellevue, over 700 people there when you had your very first dinner done.
That's right, Martin, in the Cumberland Suite in Bellevue, and it was a hectic night, but it was a good night.
And of course, later on, as time went by, you lost your husband, but you still stayed loyal to the Roscommon Association and stayed active with them.
Yes, and I still go to all the meetings and the functions, and I enjoy it. I get upset sometimes, but I carry on anyway.
You do, and of course, look at, you'll meet so many of your old friends here tonight.
Oh, that's right. I've met loads of them that I haven't seen for a while, like, you know, maybe every 12 months we see them at the dinner dance and that, but...
Of course, you were a great Castlereagh lady, aren't you?
Oh, yes. I'm going home there tomorrow morning to Castlereagh.
Very good, very good. Now, Eugene, of course, you've been involved with the Roscommon Association a long time as well, and a former chairman.
Well, I joined it the year after it was formed in 1988. I joined it, and we had some great times, some great fun. I was chairman for 4 years, and I was the PRO prior to that for 5 or 6 years, and we had some great chairmen as well down the line, like Austin Smith and Dave Lane, and we had some great times. We used to go to the meetings, and you know, we'd have great banter and crack, organise and everything, and sussing out who we would take over from Ireland and all the stuff that went on. But we had great times.
Maureen, 30 years ago at Bellevue, we spoke about it earlier on. You were there as well to join in the celebrations.
Yes, of course I was. And a very good night we had.
And you've been involved with the association ever since?
Ever since, from the first night.
Of course, you must have seen lots of changes with the Roscommon Association down the years here in Manchester.
Of course, yeah, all big changes. Some for the better, some for the worst.
Of course, you must have seen a lot of friends here tonight that you've not seen for a while.
There's quite a lot here tonight that was here the first night.
And now listen, the present day committee, of course, look at the Roscommon Association, you're growing all the time, you've got new members coming in, it's great to see.
Yes, it is. I've been involved now about 7 years in the committee. My dad, Ollie, was there from probably the last 20, maybe 25 years, so we went as a family to the dinner dances, so all the family here tonight, but Ollie and Catherine, who don't live in the country, so we're having a fabulous time. And it's great to see the young ones involved now. So we've got the Kelly family, the grandchildren coming forward, so it's fabulous.
Well, it is, and of course that's the lifeblood of the association. You're bringing in so many young people and the chain goes on.
Yeah, we definitely need the young ones in now. And here tonight at the dinner dance, we've got a couple of tables with quite young kids on it as well, which is great, some of the teenagers. So fingers crossed we could get them involved and get them on the committee.
And of course, so many of the associations down the years have stopped operating, but a great achievement to the Roscommon Association. You're still going, you're still strong, and a wonderful night here tonight.
Yes, it is great, and there's about 260 people here tonight, so we're absolutely overwhelmed with it. And the support we get through the dinner dance, through the beg and cabbage night we do, and any charity events are fantastic, and everybody just loves it. Everybody enjoys it when they come, and there's lots of kisses and hugs, and great.
As we all know, coming up to a big event like this, 30 years, it's like a mammoth task to put on a different type of show, and that's what we tried to do tonight, to celebrate everything that's gone on in the past and all the past members, the past guests that have supported the association, our sponsors, and everything else that goes with that.
And I think you've certainly managed to do that, because everybody down there is having a wonderful time.
Yes, absolutely. And the interesting thing was we did kind of what we thought would be a light-hearted thing, and that was invite how many people were here on the first dinner dance. And we were, to our surprise, almost the floor was filled. We must have had 60%, 40% at least of the audience that were here on the first dinner dance, which is amazing.
That takes some doing, 30 years ago. It's a great achievement. Now, of course, the Roscommon Association was always great supporters of charities and making donations, and of course tonight is no different.
Yes, exactly. I mean, that's one of the foundations of the association, was to support charities in Manchester and to give a little bit back and to worthy causes. Tonight now we chose two charities because we found it hard to choose between the one, and that was St Anne's Hospice, which of course is very famous in the region, but maybe one of the lesser known ones, which is the Burns unit at the Royal Manchester Hospital, the children's unit, because that was something that we came into contact through a member of the association.
Anne-Marie, of course you've been involved with the Roscommon Association for quite a while.
Yeah, about 10 years I'd say now, yeah, definitely, yeah.
Have you enjoyed your time with them?
Loved every minute, met so many people. It's great to see. It's just keeping traditions going really, and keeping the culture going, and been great fun along the way, Met some fabulous people.
Well, it's amazing how many people spoke to us tonight and said that it's like community building. You come to the meetings, you all have great fun, great banter, and you walk away with new people, friends.
Exactly. Well, like one big family, to be honest, Martin. We just we meet, we get together, we have nights out. So it's not just about our nights out. We have a committee nights out, and we have a great time. And we've all become a family within ourselves as well. So it's been great fun.
Of course, you've got a very special guest here tonight, the Chief Executive of the Roscommon County Council, come all the way over for the dinner dance.
Yes, of course, Eugene Cummins, and of course Orla Layden, the Caherlia Roscommon County Council. And we've also found over the years the Roscommon County Council have been staunch supporters of the association here, and have attended, I think, almost every dinner dance and show great interest and support for us here.
Now, as chairman, of course, it's a busy time for you. Looking to the future, another 30 years for the Roscommon Association, we hope.
Hopefully for the association. I can't speak for myself because the hair is getting greyer and trying to hide it. But we'll see. We wish to go forward as best we can, but as we all know, it's getting harder and more difficult each year to maintain the support.
Father McMahon, great to see you here at the Roscommon Association dinner dance.
Thank you, Martin. Lovely to be here. It's a privilege to be with the association, even though I'm from Monaghan.
And of course, you've got quite a few Roscommon people as parishioners in your church.
Oh, quite a lot of them. In fact, all in South Manchester, in the Irish people are Mayo, Roscommon, or Galway. And Monaghan's have a complete minority, a real minority. The lovely people.
Listen, Father McMahon, you'll be smiling next year when Monaghan wins the All-Ireland, and you won't care.
Yeah, well, I'll not care, but I wish to God they would win the All-Ireland and give us something. You never know, maybe Mayo will do it now again, this time. We keep saying that.
Now, Eugene, of course, you've made the journey all the way from County Roscommon.
Well, it's a very easy journey to make. I love coming over here to the association dinner, and it's my pleasure and my great pleasure to be here again this year and to be with the people of Roscommon and indeed other counties as well.
And of course, I'm sure you'll be meeting quite a few people from around your own home place here that's based in Manchester.
Yeah, that's very true, and it's amazing all the people from my own parish at home, Ballygar and around Four Roads in that league, the Galvins and Kellys and a lot of other families, so lovely to meet them. And it seems so strange to be meeting neighbours of neighbours that you never met before, and it just shows you that Ireland, Manchester, Roscommon, very small place really, and very connected people, and it says a lot about Roscommon people and indeed the people of Manchester too.
And of course for you as Chief Executive of the Roscommon County Council, it's very important to keep links with the diaspora abroad.
Well, it really is so important, and this, you know, keeping communities together at home and here and indeed throughout the world is very, very important, to keep the linkage and the stories alive and the heritage alive, and that people have an interest in Roscommon and come back and visit their roots and to get an idea of their provenance and their culture. It's so important. It's all about being Irish, and it's all about the stories and connecting. We're all one at the end of the day.
It's great to see the Roscommon Association doing so well, and fair play to Sean Cuddy. He kept everybody up dancing all night long. Now we're off for a very quick break. Welcome back to the Irish in the UK. Now, if you've never been to the Warrington Irish Club, well, maybe you should give it a try. Quite recently, we went along to meet Frank O'Brien, the chairman, to find out how the club is doing these days.
In the county Galway, what pleasant evening.
The Warrington Irish Club's been here in Orford Lane for the last 50 years, and early 60s here, serving the local community. It's all Irish every Saturday night. We let the room out for funerals, weddings, christenings. Well-supported club, very well supported.
Of course, you've been involved here for a long time, and you're the current chairman. How long have you been chairman?
For 10 years on and off.
Now, of course, there's lots of stuff goes on here, doesn't it, at the centre? You've got different stuff going on at night time, weekends and during the week.
Yes, we've got the pensioners do every Wednesday afternoon. We've got 2 big screens now for all the football. We're in the GAA now. We're thinking of starting our own team, buying a set of jerseys for the GAA. And at the moment, everything is hunky-dory. Brilliant.
And of course, behind every good man, there's always a special lady. And Jackie, you're involved here at the Warrington Irish Club so much with a whole wide variety of things.
Yes, we have lots of things going on. We have, apart from the Saturday Night Irish, we have a wonderful over 50s luncheon club on a Wednesday. We also have other things like the pensioners on a Tuesday. And we have obviously the GA meet here from in between Liverpool and Manchester. They come on a Monday night.
It's great to see a good crowd here, and it's great to see the club so well supported.
Yes, it's very well supported every Saturday night. We have a good, it's very friendly. Lots of people, they come in to meet on a Saturday night, so that's very good.
Frank, of course there must be a lot of Irish people around the Warrington area. I know that you're in between Liverpool and Manchester, but you're still well supported.
Yeah, we are, Martin, because a lot of the people here are Irish descent, a heck of a lot. Through the years, they've had the motorways, they've had Fiddler's Ferry, places like that, and all these people that come in here are all descendants. So we have an awful lot of Irish descent people, but we've got an awful lot of Irish people as well.
Maureen, you've been so busy on the dance floor all night. How did you manage to learn so many dances?
I've always enjoyed dancing, and when there's good music, it makes you want to dance. I have to get up and dance, and it's good exercise. That's what I look at it, exercise that you enjoy doing. And as I say, we come every week we can, don't we? We do.
And I can tell by that accent that you're not Irish, you weren't born in Ireland anyway.
No, I was born on the Wirral. And my father, he was from Ireland. He came over as a child, and we used to go to Ireland about every couple of years, back to Wexford, where he was born, visited our cousins there, and I eventually married an Irish man from Kells in County Meath, and we used to go back every year. In fact, I've seen more of Ireland. I've been to every county in Ireland. I haven't seen half of England.
Now, Jerry, you're a great supporter here with Maureen, of course, for the Irish Club in Warrington. Tell me about how far you travel to come here.
Well, I do cover a few miles, yes. Nearly every weekend, every other weekend, I go to pick Maureen up. I live in Liverpool. Maureen lives on the Wirral. And by the time I get back home, it's 92 mile.
Round trip.
So round trip. But I love it. I love doing it. It's well worth it.
Now, the Warrington Irish Club here is doing really well. There's a great lot of people that supports it, and it's a lovely family club to come to.
Oh, it's a superb club. I don't think you'd find a more friendly club anywhere in England or Ireland. No matter when you come, everyone says hello, how are you, and all that. You're made most welcome, very welcome. And I think Frank and his wife and his daughter doing a wonderful job keeping it going. It's brilliant because of them.
Now, Maureen, I can tell by you, you really love dancing, don't you? I know with Jerry, but you're out on the floor for absolutely every dance.
Yes, we dance non-stop here. When there's excellent bands on, we do every single dance. And people ask us, how do we do it? But we just enjoy it so much. And as I say, it's good exercise.
Well, you both dance so well together, and you've got so much energy together. Now, I hope you don't mind me asking, but what age are you, Jerry?
Just gone 80 last month, yeah.
Well, congratulations to you, you don't look 80. And what about you, Maureen?
Well, I don't mind people knowing my age. I'm 75.
My goodness.
And as I say, it's the dancing that keeps me fit, keeps me going. I look forward to every Saturday night at the Irish Club in Warrington.
Well, I'll tell you what, Maureen, if you look like that and you're 75, I'm going to kill myself dancing every day now.
The past, well, this hurt can't last. Oh, I don't want it.
If you fancy a really good night out and meet some great dancers, get yourself down to the Warrington Irish Club. Now, next up, we're off to the English Martyrs Parish Centre in Manchester for a very special fundraising event organised by John Brennan, with special guests Caitlin, Pat Jordan and many more.
Me and my boys gonna pick a bit of cotton. Me and my boys gonna pick a bit of day. Me and my boys gonna pick a bit of cotton. Me and the boys gonna pick a bit of day.
John, what a night it's been here for the Christie Hospital at the English Martyrs.
It's been brilliant. It's been brilliant. A lot better than I expected it to be, actually. It's a great turnout. Full house.
I know you put a lot of work into advertising it and pushing it and everything, but a lot of people come along to support you and the Christie Hospital tonight.
Well, they did, yeah, and it's very nice of them to do that as well. And fair play to yourselves on the radio, and that you gave it a good plug-in from me, and Pat Jordan as well. He does a great job. He helps me out on all these fundraisers that I have. So, without the help of other people, you just couldn't do it on your own, you know.
Of course, Pat, you're a great supporter as well of a lot more charities as well as the Christie. I know you do a lot of work behind the scene.
Well, it's a great pleasure, and we're blessed in the fact that, we do singing, myself and the band, and that we're able to support various charities. And it's nice to put some back into the community as well, Martin.
And you've done something different tonight because you had a reggae band here to join you.
We had some of the guys from a band called Edward II, who were out in Portugal there last week. They're a folk reggae band. There's 8 of them all together, but fair play, 3 of them dropped in tonight, and we got them up for a few songs, and they're absolutely fabulous, yeah.
Well, the crowd certainly enjoyed them.
They certainly did. The crowd loved them. They really did, yeah.
Now, John, have you got any more ideas about fundraising or doing any more gigs for the Christie?
Two more fundraising ones coming up early in next year. I have Tom Healy coming over in February, and then I have the duets. They're coming back over again in May. So we've had both of them on this year as well, and they went down very well. And by popular demand, they're coming back again to help me out next year. And I haven't pushed it any further than May next year, but no doubt about it, we'll be doing something like this again, hopefully here in the English Martyrs around this time next year.
Well done to you both.
I think we'll do another Christie's next November with Caitlin here. So well, I'll talk to John about that another time.
It's been a great night, great crowd, lovely audience, and all up dancing and enjoying themselves. It's good fun.
Of course, since we saw you back in Manchester, you've been a really, really busy lady this last 12 months.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a crazy year, a great year. Recording back, doing a new album, which we were actually going to release the single at the end of this month, but I think with the Christmas stuff coming up now, I might leave it to the new year. With Ryan Turner and Martin Cleary is going to be doing a bit of music on it too, and we're looking forward to it now, yeah.
And of course you've got your own TV show as well. Tell us, how is that going?
Yes, with Keep It Country. Phil Mack has been very good to me, and it's on 3 at 9, on a Wednesday at 9 p.m, Caitlin's Country Hour, and then it's repeated on the Monday at 12. So it's going well, it's actually going really well, so I'm enjoying it. Seamus O'Donnell's the producer up in Donegal, and we're enjoying it now, yeah.
Now, have you got plans for the new year, or are you quite busy at the moment?
Yeah, lots of tours coming up now in the new year. I'm doing a good bit of work with James McGarry and Phil Mack, and another wee tour in November, I think, with Pat Jordan, and yeah, it's going great. We're doing, I think it's in end of February, March, I'm doing a tour with Rolly Daniels and Joe Moore with Celtic Storm with James McGarry, so looking forward to it. It's going to be a busy year. Next year's going to be quite busy, but and the new album, and obviously I'll have a DVD to complement that, so yeah.
I can feel a warm sensation taking place. I can hear guitars playing lovely tunes every time that you walk in the room.
It's great to see so many people supporting the Christie Hospital, and well done to everyone. Now, with so much dancing on the show tonight, I needed a good sit down and rest, so I popped along to Supreme Upholstery in Trafford Park, Manchester, to try out their beautiful sofas and lovely chairs, and I can say I highly recommend them. Why don't you pop along to see Teresa and Brian, and they will really look after you. Now, Henry McGlade is back next Thursday evening at 7 o'clock with the Irish at home and abroad, and I'm back at 7:30 with the Irish in the UK. Until then, you take care of yourselves, and thank you for watching.